Our weekly immigration news roundup is brought to you by the law firm of Figueroa & Associates. For a consultation on any immigration or legal matter, please call 855-768-8845. That's 855-768-8845. For full stories and more immigration news, visit www.theimmigrantsjournal.com. That's www.theimmigrantsjournal.com.
Hello, my name is Mary Campbell, legal assistant at the law firm of Figueroa & Associates, and your presenter with this week's immigration news based on an article by America's Voice, Trump Immigration Backlash. Americans recoil from watching what mass deportation looks like in Trump's America. Washington, D.C. Americans are recoiling after experiencing the first months of the Trump administration's mass detention and deportation assault across the country. Americans are witnessing the targeting of long-standing, law-abiding members of our communities, seeing families torn apart, and watching how due process rights and common-sense enforcement priorities are trampled in the process. See our Trump's America map for a state-by-state snapshot of stories and examples. As a result, and as America's Voice detailed in our recent memo synthesizing immigration polling and related political implications, it's little wonder that Trump's approval ratings on immigration are declining and he has ceded his previous advantages on the issue. America's Voice, This is What Mass Deportation Looks Like series highlights some examples of the deportation cruelty and chaos in action and the growing backlash around Trump's anti-immigration agenda, including the new Nick Myroff story in The Atlantic. The terrible optics of ICE enforcement are fueling a Trump immigration backlash. According to Vanessa Cardenas, executive director of America's Voice, mass deportation is grim, unsettling, and un-American when seen up close. Long-settled moms, students, and hard-working community members are being ripped from their families in scenes that better resemble authoritarian government crackdowns than it does the America we all call home. As we watch these stories unfold, many are recoiling and are recognizing there's a better way than Trump's chaos and cruelty. Below find key excerpts from recent coverage of egregious examples of overreach and related backlash brewing. In The Atlantic, Nick Myroff writes, "The terrible optics of ICE enforcement are fueling a Trump immigration backlash. Immigration enforcement in service of President Donald Trump's mass deportation campaign has been the aesthetic opposite of a cops episode. In social media clips and grainy security camera footage, U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement officers appear in dark clothing, some wearing masks or neck gaiters that make them look like bandits. The people they target may be walking down the street, sitting in a car, or otherwise going about their lives. Few are engaged in obvious criminal behavior. Many Americans have recoiled at these scenes, comparing officers' tactics to those of authoritarian regimes. Yet the arrests in the videos do not show conduct outside the bounds of typical ICE protocol. This is what immigration enforcement looks like. It's messy and emotional, and requires officers to arrest people for an offense that many Americans do not view as a crime, which points to a bigger problem with Trump's mass deportation campaign, the signature domestic policy promise of his second term. Whenever public attention on immigration shifts from the border to U.S. streets, support for aggressive enforcement tends to erode. It happened during Trump's first term. It's happening even faster now. Immigration was one of Trump's best polling issues when he took office in January, and his rating on the issue continues to rank higher than his overall job approval. But in the past 2 months, Trump's immigration approval rating has seen a double-digit downturn. NBC News, Massachusetts police hold girl's face to the ground as ICE arrests her mother. Video shows. Noting, the 4 police officers then bring the girl to the ground, with at least one grabbing her legs and forcing her to lose her balance, the video shows. 2 women, one of whom is holding a newborn baby, then can be seen trying to help the girl. The teenage girl is screaming throughout the entirety of the incident, the video shows. New York Magazine. A mother took her sons to an ICE check-in. She never saw them again. No criminal records. Pursuing green cards. Under Trump, it doesn't matter. noting she didn't see why they should be targeted now, given neither had a criminal history, not even a school disciplinary record. MSNBC columnist Michael A. Cohen wrote, a 19-year-old college student had a minor traffic violation. Now she faces deportation, noting, on Monday morning, Samina Arias Cristobal, a 19-year-old college student from Georgia, made an illegal turn on a red light. Now, through no fault of her own, she is facing the possibility of deportation, and in the Trump administration's frenzy to rid the country of every undocumented immigrant, America is at risk of losing yet another young person chasing the American dream.
Our weekly immigration news roundup is brought to you by the law firm of Figueroa and Associates. For consultation on any immigration or legal matter, please call 855-768-8845. That's 855-768-8845. For full stories and more immigration news, visit www.theimmigrantsjournal.com. That's www.theimmigrantsjournal.com.